Hey everybody, today I thought I'd do a part two to the previous video that I just uploaded about my studio and setting things up. I've been getting a lot of emails from subscribers who asked me specifically about capturing video, having issues with capture cards that they buy and use. I just want to explain some things. Cheap capture cards does not exactly mean good quality. There's so many different types of capture cards you can get for PCs or Macs. But I'm going to point out a capture card that I use that does a fantastic job, whether you're capturing through like a cable box like you're seeing on the screen right now. I'm running a recording of Grey's Anatomy right off of cable, right from the cable box itself to the capture card to the computer to show you the type of quality that you could actually do. All right. You want to capture video, but you're also saying, okay, I bought this capture card, that capture card, this capture card. I'm having glitches. Some of them do MPEG-4, some of them don't. What type of file they use, some of them, they don't have very good color resolution, the quality isn't very good, or they just don't have the connectors that you need to plug in multiple different video sources. So today I'm going to point out what I use. I highly recommend this company and this capture card that I use. They're pretty expensive. They're almost $300 a piece. I've actually got two of these in my system, so let's walk you through what I use. It's a multiple format capture card. You can plug in almost any type of video source. I think it's so user-friendly with this particular capture card. I recommend it highly. So let's pan down here to the service manual first of all. Okay, this is the manual. This company puts this out by StarTech. It's called StarTech.com. This USB capture card is amazing. It does 60 frames. It's high resolution. It's got multiple inputs for all types of video formats. It's absolutely incredible. So this is the card I'm using currently. I just bought two of these and I highly recommend it. Does terrific job with capturing anything you plug into it as far as 60 frames, 30 frames, adjustments, MPEG-4, TS. It does multiple formats. I mean, it even gives you an audio meter when you're recording the capture, so you can monitor what you're capturing. And when you have two of these up online and you're using two cards at the same time, you get two windows. You got window 1 and you got window 2. As you can see, I'm in window 2 because I'm capturing off of my computer cable box, or at my actual cable TV box. Now, capture card number 1, as you can see, is black because I have nothing captured or connected to it right now. So let me show you how I do this. I basically have two of these cards. Walk over here. So over here for my rack, as we previously were talking about, I have any type of video format I can plug into it with built-in time-based correctors below it. So I can actually connect this card directly to the capture card, to the decks I'm recording, and I can get time-based correction, do great capture using this card. So let me pan down here real quick and show you. As you can see, I got one right here. This is the StarTech, and this is one of the ones I use. I've got two of these. Now, when you look at this capture card, as you can see that I'm doing composite, which most of the stuff from EIAJ or 3/4 is composite. It's not component, so you basically need composite for these particular decks. But if I need to plug the multiple plug into this thing, I can do component for the decks that I got on the bottom here, which I record straight component out of. SDI is also good too, but I don't really prefer using SDI because it's a little bit more elaborate for a hookup for that, and I don't have a converter for it. But you really don't know the difference. I mean, SDI is so-called supposed to be better than component. It's your own preference, but since you're going off of old video formats, I just don't think it's justified to use SDI capture cards because you're really not going to get it any better than the way it's coming directly off of the analog recording that you're doing. But anyways, here's the first capture card I have. As you can see, I could plug anything directly into it, and I have another plug like this that plugs in front, which I can do component connections. But then that captures into a 3.0 USB cable, which I bought extra long ones so I can actually do this in two different directions. So this is where I plug in from time-based corrector to these decks on this rack, and this plugs in directly to the USB to my computer. So when you come up, okay, that's capture card number 1. So when I have my computer up and the software going, As you can see, this black area right here is that particular capture card right there. So I can actually monitor two sources coming into the capture card at the same time. But since I'm recording off of the cable box below, right down there, you can see I'm actually recording and doing a test for a cable program, Grey's Anatomy, to show you that that's source number 2. So when you come over here, so if I ever have to have any video decks on this side, and plus I can plug directly from my cable box into this particular card, which I did down here. This is capture card number 2. As you can see, I got HDMI going into it, which goes directly to my cable box. So I could capture any TV programs directly from my cable box to my computer into a file. But I also got the connections on the front of this for, analog connections and SVHS, or I can plug another plug into this and do component connections. But this gives me a second option for recording. It gives me a second option for plugging in other decks, so I don't have to be restricted just to the rack. If I have something I need to plug in right away, or something different, in any type of other source, or even heavier, like open reel 1-inch machines or the bigger formats, and if I roll them in here on a cart, I will plug them into this capture card section right here. So that way I don't have to actually move my cart and that I already have established for user-friendly stuff right here on this side. So basically, here's the thing, guys. I recommend this capture card highly. It's by StarTech. It's the most user-friendly capture card you can get. It takes multiple inputs and outputs. It does 60 frames, 30 frames. It does all the 1080p sizes, the whole shebang. This is a high definition card that does it all. It's really a really good card. But I recommend, if you're going to buy one, be prepared. They're about $300 a piece. They're not cheap. I own 2 of these. I bought 2 of these over a period of time. So I want to be ready for any type of video deck I have to haul in here and capture, and not be thumbing through cables like crazy trying to find a cable to plug into this, so that I am set up so it's very simple. Plug it in, do the capture, you're done with it. So I recommend you get this capture card. I very highly recommend this capture card. It's by StarTech, and as you can see, it does an awesome capture. I mean, the quality is just insane. You could view 2 capture cards at the same time if you have 2 of these. You could even do 4 if you have 4 of them. But I have 2 of these, so it's user-friendly for me to do like cable connections or whatever. And whatever I need to do, I want to make sure I have everything set up when I'm doing capture, because I'm doing more and more work from home. And as you can see, everything is laying, so when I'm ready to use it, I can actually use it. So if you have any questions about capture cards, or you're having issues, or a lot of them just don't work that great, a lot of them they're not user-friendly with certain computer systems, this one here, and I've used a lot of capture cards, this one here really is high quality. It blows my mind how good of recording you can actually do with these capture cards. So anyways, this is by StarTech, or StarTech.com. If you go there, you can look for it. It's a USB 3.0 HD video capture device, 1080p. Awesome capture card. I'll even, like I said, I'll just tell you in the description. I'll put the description down so you have an idea what to look for. But anyways, it's by StarTech, and it's a 1080p capture card. If you're going to do this right, especially when you're doing a lot of video formats like me. I like to be set up on the left side of my desk and the right side of my desk, so I can plug into anything at any time and not be thumbing around for cables, plugging into the computer, and just driving yourself insane. Plus, you want to maintain the best quality you can actually do. And if you're doing this with these type of capture cards, you'll get fantastic quality. Again, guys, this is part 2. I hope you enjoy this information about capture cards. But like I said, if you're going to buy one, you want to spend the money, StarTech.com. Go to their website. Awesome products. I mean, I highly recommend it. Again, guys, I hope you enjoyed this tour, and I'll be talking to you later.